Hello, everyone. I hope you had a great day, and I'm glad that you are here. Thank you to my new subscribers, and thank you to all my old trusty friends that I have that's been around from the beginning that I still hear from time to time, and all of your great comments, and just all of the people who come here that are my subscribers and the subscribers to come. This is Ruby Savings, and on this channel we talk about savings through food pantries, discount grocery stores, Goodwill outlets, CVS, Walgreens, Publix. We do couponing, we do couponing apps, and we find all sorts of ways to save money. And this right here helps me to offset my budget, because quite honestly, sometimes things can be tight and you live up to just that $1 that helps you to pay your bills, and money can be tight. So what do? To keep yourself in a good place, when they're offering these free items, I go out and I will partake of them. And some things I keep and some things that I don't keep, but nevertheless, somebody is partaking of these items. Let me show you the items that I got. But before I do, please hit that like button. Please, if you would just send this video over to one or two friends that have the same interests as you do. I'm still trying to build my channel up to 4,000 hours. I tell you, I've been doing this for 4 years, and with me working 2 jobs and having a life, it is quite difficult for me to really put a lot of time into my channel. But I will say I do like what I do when it comes to this channel, and I enjoy my relationships, and I enjoy the time that I read your comments and just being here. But this is for encouragement and to show people that if you go out, if you ask not, you have not. If you don't take the time to research and seek, you don't know what you're missing out on. And with these times that we're in right now, yes, we all can help, can use a hand up or a hand to help us stay stable, because nobody is safe. But let me go on and start with what I have. Please subscribe if you hadn't. God bless you guys for being here, and let's see all these great things that you came here to see. So this right here, the first thing I got is an Everything French bread. I remember years ago when they came out with the Everything bagel, and Einstein bagels. They were so good. This here you can cut this up and put some, toast it, and put some cream cheese on it, and that can be a meal all by itself for breakfast. Then I have some banana walnut bread. I have some cookies over here that came from Publix. And then over here I have Cheerios over here, the large size, and I call this the super large size. I have 2 boxes of this. As a child, we only had these Cheerios, and we put sugar and bananas on it, and we made it a meal. Excuse me. Next thing I got over here is our Everything bagels for Market Side. I believe this is Walmart. I got a can of spaghetti sauce. I will honestly tell you, with this spaghetti sauce, you need to add maybe a little butter, a little brown sugar, or something to sweeten it up, and with some of your favorite spices. And I would suggest that you let it boil up for maybe about 10 minutes or so, and let it cook down and simmer for a while. Might even want to take it to sit it in the refrigerator a day or 2. This is not very tasty to me when I just take it out the can. So I've learned that I've had to work with this. Like if I had any regular tomatoes or any regular tomato sauce, I would have to take it and fix it up, and sometimes stick it in a jar once I prepared it the way I want, and stick it in the freezer and pull it out as I need it. I mean, this is free. We can fix this up and flavor this any way we want. A little sweet, or we can have it spicy, or we can make a marinara sauce. I mean, it's spaghetti sauce. It's spaghetti. It's tomato sauce. So that's good. Always good to help with a meal. I have 2 cans of this white chicken. White chicken in the can is very good to have. You can make pasta salads and chicken sandwiches. Or let me show you something else that I got. I got this dumpling and white chicken. And you can add some more of this here chicken here to it. Add a little bit chicken broth or a little butter. Let it just, warm it up, simmer it up, and just let it, cook up together and get a great flavor. And that's a great meal. I mean, I have 2 cans of this. So I would take both cans and just use 1 can of this chicken right here and fix it up. And I would have me at least 3 meals out of this here. You have to know how to work what you have. And I said all of that to say this. While I was there picking up these items here, there was a guy that gave back the green beans, the chicken dumpling, the spaghetti sauce, the black beans. He says that they don't use it. But what he didn't think of, there are neighbors, there are families, there are other people out there that can use that food. Then I have these black beans. And I have 2 cans of rice. I mean, I'm looking here at least 3 dinners in front of me as I speak. Plus, there would always be some rice left over. So I'm looking at least 3 dinners in front of me right here. Okay, this right here is called Goodles Shella Good Aged White Cheddar and Shells. I usually, with the exception of Annie's, do not eat the sauce packs, the powder sauce packs from this. But what I do is I will take and put some milk in it, some other cheese that I got, and maybe an egg, some butter, and just whip it up good together. I might bake it or leave the egg out and make it in a pot, and it is delicious to have. I mean, look. It's yet another meal. With everything going on right now, we got to really rethink about being so choicy about the foods that we get. But hey, guess what? I'm thankful to have that. To have his portion that he left and didn't want. It was offered to me. I said, thank you. It's on my table now. Sometimes I come home and I got these 2 cans of fruit cocktails, and my son has opened up some because the little grandson has come to visit. And guess what? They had them some little jellos in there with some fruit. Everything works together for good. Okay? And if I did like some, I definitely would put it in a box and pass it on. Cut green beans. But I would not leave it there. I would take it and give it to other people. Okay, I have 4 cut green beans, or 5, which was some of those were his that he left. So I'm glad that I was able to, come up and I was offered this, and I take it because I can take this here and I can put this in my stash of food, my food pantry. And these little cartons of milk like this here, and they got the little straw. You can use them, stick them in the refrigerator and get them really cold. I would open them, excuse me, and probably put it over some cereal, or pass it to my neighbors, or give them to the little kid. I really don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I do know I can also cook with them. Now, what I do use of these brand like here, if you go to the Dollar Tree, $1.25, I use the almond milk and the oat milk for my coffee. So I got 4 of these. And then next over here, I did get 3 bananas. Look at this little carrot. This is so funny here. I see why they couldn't sell this, but guess what? It's going to work fine for me. Because I can just take that and rinse it off, saute it up with some of these little bitty potatoes that I got in a pan, with a little olive oil or onions or whatever I have, and then let it simmer. And there you go. There's another meal. And I love tomatoes, so I got 2 more tomatoes today. And I got this nice watermelon. So I have fruit and vegetables, and I have dessert. And let me come over here and show you the meats that I was blessed with today. And then next over here, I got 4 of these pizzas. They are the Take and Bake Mega Meat, pork, Italian sausage, pepperoni, dry salami, beef pizza, toppings, and bacon bits. So the gentleman asked me, did I want any frozen foods? I said, I love when you give me the pizzas. That makes a great meal, and some, especially like my granddaughter just came to visit, and then my little grandson and other little children may come and visit. I got pizzas. And then I got 2 of these here. I was so excited about getting these here because I have not been to Uno's in a long time. But this is a calzone, pepperoni, and cheese. When I tell you I'm so excited about my blessings, because this is the second food pantry that I have been to this month. Okay, I pretty much have. I went through my freezer. I went through my cupboards, and I put together meals. Things that I didn't think that I was going to really want it or eat soon enough, packed up bags, and I shared with other people. And over here, I got chicken thighs. I got 2 packs of, and I got this ground beef, and I got this ground beef over here. And I got a pack of ground, I don't know if this is chicken or turkey. Let's see what this is together. I think this looks like it's white chicken meat. I mean, you can make meatballs with that. You can make little chicken patties with it. And then, speaking of chicken, over here I received 2 chickens. I actually asked, could I have some extra meat? And the guy says, yes. He says, but they're gonna be big meats. Would you like that? I said, sure, I can prepare it and cook it, put it up, and have it for more than one time. So I am so happy about these big chickens, because when I was in my car riding, thinking what I was going to say about this food here, I say, if I take these 2 chickens, I can cut them up in half, and each week have a half a chicken with some of those green beans, maybe with the black beans, maybe with some of that pasta, and there's so many things that I can do now. And I said, this is enough meat to last me for a month. So, because a half a chicken is definitely more than one time of eating, at least 3 times for me. Then I could cut these in half, and so I would have myself a good month's worth of meat. And when I didn't feel like cooking or I needed lunch, I would have these here. I'm sorry about the lighting. The light in my kitchen has actually gone out, and I think it's an electrical thing that's going on. So I gonna have to get that repaired. And then the last thing that I got right here was, it's this top sirloin steak. That's really nice. So look at all of this that I got today. I would encourage you, if you are in need, if you need to offset your budget in some way to be able to save money, to be able to pay for dental work, to be able to pay for your light bill or keep gas in your car. All of these places that are giving away stuff, make your way to them. Find you a day of the week that you can go. And little by little, you put this stuff in your freezer. You'll be surprised before long the stock of stuff that you will have. And then maybe you won't, like, today is the, what is it, the 24th or 25th? Hey, this is the second one I've been to. The first one was not anywhere as plentiful as this right here. But this is what I decided to do, was go on and start restocking back up my freezer. But thank you for coming over to my channel today. I pray that the Lord will bless you. You know, as we get older, we really start thinking about that next stage of our life, like retirement or health care and so many different things that concerns our life. When we're young, we don't think about this, but the closer we get to it, we just have to say, oh Lord, this can be kind of fearful. This is really happening. Why? Because we have been blessed by God to still be here, and we need to make sure that the life we have to come that we have to put in action how we're going to be taken care of, how we're going to afford the things that we need to take care of. And sometimes we may feel a little lonely, and we just have, it's so many things, from emotion, mentally, financially, getting things in order. We really don't like to think about some of the things that we need to think about for this next journey in our life, if we're about to retire, or if we may have to move in with a family member or something. But these are things that we need to take care of while we can. And while they can make you feel a little depressed, or sometimes make you feel a little sad or down, because you may be a person that's by yourself. You know, you may have children, but you realize that your children have their own life, and that you just want to make life as comfortable for yourself. But while you're in good mind, while there is time, sit down and get things in order. I've seen so many little situations that have occurred just in my family, and excuse me, with people who really were not prepared. And then I look at other family members that are so prepared. And sometimes you have to sit here and say, okay, I got to think about that will. I got to think about what I'm going to do to take care of myself. How much money do I have to retire? How am I going to feel that loneliness? What am I going to do? This is kind of scary to me. This is where I am right now. And I'm not really settled with this right now. This is really something that's bothering me. I know God is going to take care of me, and this is where the real facts of life come in, that I have to depend on God. I know that God will have to guide each and every one of my steps, but I take it before Him. I lay it before Him, and I'll go back and I'll pick it back up. But I'm going to have to depend on the strength of God. This is when we really know that the faith that we have, that we have to go to God with everything that is concerned of us. Because if God started our life and brought us to the middle, and I don't like to say it, but this is the one thing that really concerns me, I'm at the end. I'm getting closer to the end. Most of us want life to keep going on and on. We want to keep enjoying our life. We don't want to be sick. We want to enjoy our life. And if we don't have anybody with us, sometimes it makes that a little bit more difficult. And that's when we just have to just sit down and say, okay, God, give me the strength and the courage that I need to make it through this. Help me with the plans that I need in my life. You know, and we always, even if we have mates, or we may have a significant other, that we still have to think about, okay, what if this person decides that they're going to move and you're not going to be together anymore? Or what if, God forbid, something happened to one or the other? The person that you eat dinner with, or the person that you spend time with, or so-called, as the young people like to say, girlfriend, boyfriend, you know that they're there, but you still have to be prepared for yourself. This is not the time to let your guard down. I just wanted to get this off of my spirit at this time, because this is something right now I didn't think it was going to be this concerning for me, but it's staring me right in the face. And so far I've had a good life, and I want to continue it. But there's some things that I'm going to have to do to take care of my life, and to do more things to take care of my life, to make sure that my children are not burdened, to make sure that everything is organized and peaceful for me when that hour comes for me to retire, which is coming in the next few years. But guys, thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being here. And I encourage you to do what you can to take care of yourself. May God bless your home, your children, your health, and our country. Thank you for being here. Hit that like button. Please subscribe, and God be with us all.